Hey everyone, it's time for another sneak peek, and this one's going to be special for all you fans of mythology out there. Introducing one of Raid's biggest events, the Asgard Divide. Norse mythology has always been a major source of inspiration for our beloved barbarians, from their appearance to their spiritual home in the kingdom of Frostheim, a land of bitter cold, brave warriors, and ancient secrets. So, to continue that Norse theme, the Asgard Divide event will introduce 4 unique legendary barbarian champions and a time-limited event dungeon with a brand new variable gear set. This event will be massive, and it will be available from August 21st until November 22nd. Plenty of time to explore everything we've got planned. All sounds pretty exciting, right? Let's dive in for a closer look. First up, please give a warm Teleria welcome to the stars of the Asgard Divide. Meet Loki the Deceiver, Thor Faehammer, Freyja Fateweaver, and Odin Faefather. Rather than gods, our versions of these characters are Fae. In Teleria, Fae are ancient and powerful spirits that have existed for a very, very long time. We won't focus too much on the lore here, so dive into their champion bios and check out the dedicated event lore for more. Now, for the really juicy information. How do you get these mighty champions? We'll start with Loki the Deceiver. You can get this elusive trickster for free during the Loki Chase event. You know the drill here. Simply log in on 7 different days between August 21st and November 22nd to add Loki to your collection. However, you need to have started the Loki Chase by October 24th to get Loki this way. Don't worry about reaching day 7 by that point. You'll still have until November 22nd to get there. Just make sure that you've started the Loki Chase before October 24th. We'll have a dedicated champion spotlight video for Loki where we'll dive into his skills in more detail. But for now, here's a couple of highlights to get you excited. The chase rewards will continue past day 7 so you can get Loki to level 5 of Awakening, as well as a bunch of other sweet rewards in Phase 2. It works exactly the same as the Adolin chase. His skills are all about deception and misdirection, placing Veil or Perfect Veil on himself and his allies while manipulating buffs and debuffs. Oh, and he can completely evade enemy skills. Yeah, you're not going to want to miss out. Loki the Deceiver will be a great addition to your collection for any game mode where you want to mess with enemy buffs, especially in Hydra and PvP battles. But where would Loki be without Thor? This mighty warrior is an all-out attacker, self-buffing himself with increased attack and increased crit damage buffs before unleashing a myriad of AoE attacks on enemies foolish enough to stand against him, and his hammer, Mjolnir. He'll ignore block damage and unkillable buffs and destroy an enemy's resistance stat. He'll be available to summon from shards throughout the event, and he'll remain in the summon pool after the Asgard Divide ends. That applies to all 4 of these champions, by the way. They'll stick around and can be summoned well after the Asgard Divide event comes to an end. A wise and steady presence on any battlefield, Freyja Fateweaver will be available to summon from shards as soon as the Asgard Divide event starts. No need to wait. Go grab this defensive powerhouse and protect your team with some divine foresight. And no event themed around Norse mythology would be complete without the one-eyed wanderer himself, Odin Faefather. This titanic warrior can only be summoned via special summon events during the Asgard Divide, so keep one eye open. Get it? One eye? Oh, he'll also be the boss of the new limited-time event dungeon, and he'll join the regular summon pool once the event dungeon is closed. Event dungeon? I hear you cry. Yes, this is a brand new, time-limited dungeon we're introducing with the Asgard Divide. It works like other dungeons. There's 30 stages with increasing difficulty and sweet rewards that can be earned on each stage. Initiating battles will only cost energy, so no special keys, no time or daily limitations, and you can super raid and multi-battle to your heart's content. So grab your 5 best champions and go kick the butt of whoever's boss. By the way, this new expedition won't be limited to just the Asgard Divide. Oh no. We'll be reopening the event dungeon for future large-scale events and introducing new bosses who are champions associated with that event. We can't wait to show you what we've got cooking. All right, we've talked enough about the event dungeon itself. Let's get properly into its first resident, Odin Faefather. He'll rock the same skills as he'll have as a champion, plus all the standard boss immunities, as well as the temporal chains and lightning cage blessings. At lower stages, he'll only have level 1 of these blessings, but it'll rise to level 6 at the highest stages. Fear the Faefather's power. Odin can and will constantly remove buffs from his enemies before landing precision strikes with his spear, Gungnir, dealing massive single-target damage that'll ignore defenses. Oh, and watch out for the new Berserk debuff Odin can place. It'll increase the champion's damage dealt and damage received. Make sure you read the in-game boss guide before you take on the Faefather. If you manage to conquer Odin's trial, then you'll receive a suitably awesome reward. As part of the event dungeon, you can earn gear for a number of different artifact sets, including a new event dungeon-specific variable set called Pinpoint. As the name suggests, it's all about accuracy and speed, with all 9 pieces granting the wearer an additional 60 accuracy and 32% speed. With 4, 6, and 9 pieces of gear equipped, the Pinpoint Set also grants the wearer either 1, 2, or a massive 4 stacks of intercept. It's the perfect set for champions that want to hit hard, fast, and without having to worry about any pesky crowd control debuffs like sheep. We've no doubt the Pinpoint will get plenty of usage in Arena and against debuff-heavy bosses in the Doom Tower or Cursed City. Since it's a variable set, you can mix and match it with other artifacts for truly unique combinations. Let your imagination run wild. One last thing about the event dungeon. We'll be launching a dedicated tournament focused on raiding it so you can get even more rewards. The event dungeon will swing open its doors from the beginning of the Asgard Divide right through until October 24th, which also happens to be the cutoff date for starting the Loki chase. Handy, right? And that's everything we've got for you in this sneak peek. The Asgard Divide schedule will be packed, and we hope you're as excited as we are to welcome these Norse-themed champions to Teleria. So sharpen your axes and raise your drinking horns in a toast to the Faefather. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Raid, and we'll see you next time.